Hello everyone, this is Deepika Patel and welcome to the school quiz class. Okay, so let's start our today's class. Okay, so we have discussed all these topics and we have discussed in our previous classes producers, consumers, and decomposers. Okay, so before we proceed further, let me ask you some questions. Okay, so let me write first. So these are the multiple choice question. Okay, so suppose if you have a question in your examination like number 1, what are the organisms what are the organisms which make sorry organisms which make organic compounds from inorganic substance in the presence of radiant energy which is coming from sun. Okay, so you have to tell which organisms prepare the organic compounds from inorganic substance using the radiant energy which is coming from the sun. So you have the first option like they are plants. Number 2, they are consumers. Number 3, algae. Number 4, producers. Okay. And number 5, you have 1, 3, and 4. Okay. So choose the right one. Just pause the video, think, and choose the right one. Yes, the answer will be 1, 3, and 4. Okay. Why? Because we have learned in the producers like all those plants and algae which prepare their own food and making the organic compounds like sugar, starch from the inorganic substance like sun, solar energy. Okay, so they are called the producers. Okay, and the example of producers is plants or algae. Okay, so the answer will be plants also, algae also, and the producers also. Okay, consumers will be not in this question because they are depending on others for their food. Okay, they cannot prepare their own food, cannot prepare their own food. Okay, so I hope this is clear for you. This, please remember that the producers formed organic compounds. Okay, organic compounds from the inorganic substance because the examiner maybe confuse you from these two words. Okay, so please remember they form the organic compounds from inorganic substance. Okay, let's take a next question. So next question we have question number 2. Which organism formed inorganic substance, sorry, let's take this type. Which organism break down, which organisms break the complex organic substance, or you can also say compound, okay, and form the inorganic inorganic substance. Okay, so tell me the answer. You have option 1, the producers, number 2, herbivores, number 3, omnivores, sorry, consumers, number 3 you have consumers, okay, and number 4 you have decomposers. So just think and choose the right one. Yes, I hope you all correct, and the answer is decomposers. Okay, so in our previous classes we have seen the decomposers. What are the decomposers? Basically they feed on the dead materials, okay, and they break down these dead organic complex organic substance or compound into inorganic, okay, organic to inorganic, okay. So organic compound means generally they have the carbon, okay, and inorganic compounds they do not have the carbon, okay. So inorganic compounds means they, in the inorganic compounds what are the coming, like soil, okay, and this soil is turned into a nutrition form, okay, and it will used by the plants once more, okay. So you can see that how this decomposes break down the dead materials and formed and turned into a nutrition, break down the dead materials and turned into a nutrition, okay, and this nutrition, basically the soil will be used by the plants, okay. So I hope this is clear for you, because examiner again might have confused you between the two words like complex organic substance and inorganic substance, okay. So remember, if in the question like forming organic compounds organic compounds from inorganic substance from inorganic substance, so they will be the plant, okay, and breaking down the organic compounds into inorganic substance into inorganic substance, okay, so they will be the decomposers, okay. So I hope this is clear for you. Please mind these two terms, organic compounds and inorganic compounds, and just mark the right one, which is the question is asking for. Okay. So I hope this is clear for you. So let's proceed our today's class. Okay. So today we will discuss primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. Okay. So in our previous classes, we have seen the consumers, we have seen the producers. Okay. Next, what we have seen? We have seen the consumers. And next, we have also seen the decomposers. Okay. So I have told you like consumers are different types. So these are the consumers category. Okay. These are all the consumers category: primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. Okay. So just wait a second. Okay, so let's see the primary consumers. So the primary consumers is also called the herbivores, okay, because they feed on the producers. And what is the producers? Producers is basically the plants, okay. So they are the herbivores and producers are the plants, okay. So these herbivores are basically, you can say these are the okay, vegetarian. So they are feed on the producers and producers are the plants. So the example will be like cow, rabbit, okay. And secondary, we have secondary consumers, okay. They feed on the primary consumers. And what are the primary consumers? Primary consumers are the herbivores, okay, herbivores. So in this example will be wolves, like wolves can eat other animals, okay, other animals also. So they are the secondary consumers, okay, which feed on the primary consumers. And primary consumers, what are the primary consumers? They are the herbivores, which feed on the producers, okay. Next we have tertiary consumers, okay, and they are the carnivores. Carnivores, which means they feed on the secondary consumers, okay, means they are one level upper than the secondary consumers. Basically, the lions can eat the wolves, okay, and wolves can eat the cow and rabbit, okay, and cow and rabbit can eat the producers, means plants, okay. So these are this type of a chain is creating. Next, we have omnivores. So omnivores consume both plants and animals, okay. So in this category, we have human being example. Monkey can also eat plants and the secondary consumers like small animals, like, okay. So they are the omnivores, in the category of the omnivores, human being and monkey. Next we have parasites. So parasites are the organisms that depend upon another organism or host, okay, for food and cause harmful effects or disease to the host, like amarbil. You can see a tree, or you can, let's take an example of the bird bags and lice, okay. So bird bags and lice, so you can see a lice in our scalp of our head, okay. And bed bugs is a like a bed bugs is like a khatmal, okay. So amar bale, you can see a pair of the amar bale, in which the bale is like hanging on the tree, this type, okay. So these are all the parasites. Parasites basically means they depend upon another organism. If this is organism 1, this is organism 2, this, if this will be the parasite, so this depend on the other organism, like 2, 2 is the other organism here, okay. So like 2, and this will be called the host for them, okay. So this one organism, it depend on another other organisms, which is called the host, and this is the 2. So for food and cause harmful effects or disease to the foods. So for food, these are depend on the other organisms and also can create a harmful disease for this host. Okay, so parasites are those which depend on other organisms for food and cause harmful effects or diseases to the host. So I hope this is clear for you. Like, let's take a chant. Okay, so here we have lion. Okay, and here we have lion, wolves, cow, plants. Okay, okay, so let's see. Plants is the herbivores. Okay, sorry, plants is the producer. Plants is the producer, and cow is the herbivores because they are feeding on the producer. Okay, next we have wolves. They are feeding on the primary consumer. Okay, so these are the secondary consumer, and they are also called the secondary consumer. Okay, and lion is the tertiary consumer which feed on the wolves, and they are also called the omnivores, sorry, carnivores. Okay, and next we have the human being also, which are the omnivores. And if lion is dead, so this dead material is fed by the bacteria or fungus. Okay, so these are the decomposers. Okay, so this is how you can differentiate all those terms, because they are might be confusing for you. What are the primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers? Just read this table one or two times and you will be done. Because, and here are the parasites, which is different because they are depend on the another organism, like a for food, and also cause the harmful effects or disease to the host. Okay, so this is all for today, and in the next class we will see the next topic, which is interaction topic. Okay, in the next class we will see the ecosystem interaction topic, then we will see the interaction between biotic and abiotic, then we see the ecosystem topic. Okay, so let's end this class here, and we will meet in our next class. And thank you for joining the class. Thank you again. Keep learning and keep watching. Thank you.